Hello everybody, thank you for joining me on my YouTube channel, Kate May, Modern Day Mystic. Now, we are in the full moon in Capricorn. Full moon in Capricorn, so what does that mean then? So full moons, as we know, are all about releasing things, seeing the bigger picture of things, and being awakened in some way. This is a super special one because it is straight after the solstice, very close to Midsummer's Day, and it is a blood moon, which means it's closer to the earth, a strawberry moon there. It's also known as the buck moon when the rams there get their horns. So what does the energy around mean? So this is the full moon in Capricorn. So this is all about work, really. Capricorns rule work. So this is predominantly about your work focuses, and perhaps maybe you've been focusing on your work recently and what it is you've been trying to achieve and what it is you've been trying to work towards. Now you've realised the potential of that, or you've realised something has come from that or is going to come from that, so your work focus can shift. You can be patted on the back, if you like, for all your hard work and all the energy that you've been putting into things, but you also might now realise what you can achieve, how much you can do. So if you've been a little bit lazy, this isn't going to be comfortable. This is a time to work. But if you've been really working your little socks off, now it's a time where you're going to be able to reap your rewards, and it will become clearer. Your clarity will become clearer as to where you need to go next. So I'm going to read to you what I wrote as my little blog. Let's have a read there. So, full moons are great for releasing, letting go of what no longer serves us and seeing the bigger picture. They illuminate situations for us. This is sometimes challenging, however, often much needed to see the bigger picture of events, particularly for our spiritual growth. This full supermoon in the sign of Capricorn today is called the buck or stag moon, due to the young stags growing their horns. Also called the strawberry moon, super because it is close to earth and therefore emotions can be even more highlighted. Now this energy brings with it a more positive emotional energy and allows us to reset our goals, visions and pathways. So many are feeling a new beginning or a shift. There's like this vibe change coming on, and it doesn't feel too scary. It just feels like, oh, we're just going with it there. So it's great for adapting and shifting our energy to where it's going to benefit us most. Mercury is now moved direct, so delays will soon be over and things can really start happening, while your clarification of where you want to go is a lot more focused. Ground yourself, eat wholesome foods, natural foods, get down with nature. The last of 4 supermoons and coming just after the solstice, bringing with it more magical energy, encouraging slowing down, rest and finding balance in work and play. This Capricorn full moon is still about hard work, but looking at areas that you have been working on for improvements and still applying this work here, but also seeing the rewards, how far you have come from your work and graft, or maybe not for some. Capricorn energy is serious, business-like and practical. The sign of Capricorn is governed by the goat. When they want something, not a lot gets in their way. The sun enters the sign of Capricorn in and around December the 22nd until January the 19th. And it rules the 10th house in the astrological wheel, representing career, life's work, your public, how you're seen as a public figure or on the world stage. The last of the earth signs, practical and hardworking. They focus on material success and ruled by the planet Saturn that governs control, structure and restrictions. Capricorns, as a rule, are workaholics. The worker bees, whatever area they choose to focus their energy on, they will do it to the max and the best they can. Ambitious, organised and practical and goal focused. They don't mind putting in the work to get the results. They prefer to crack on rather than moan about it. They usually have a long life and are reliable and prefer to set their own rules. Just so you know, our queen is a Capricorn rising, so huge amount of energy there from her. There is a need now to get the balance between your home and work. So if things are out of balance, now's the best time to rectify this. Check in where your ambitions are heading. Take a step back and see the situation from a different side. This is a great time to rebuild your work structure, acknowledge the blocks. Know with this Capricorn energy that you can really overcome anything now. Look at your stats, your recognition. Is this working to your best favour? If you've been too strict with yourself or others, too stubborn, had many restrictions put on you or you're putting on others, use this time to release that energy. Use both the full moon in Capricorn and the the summer solstice energy and this Mercury energy, all of it there, to reboot everything that you're working for. Get excited once again for life. Forget about what hasn't worked. Let that go, including anything to do with self-sabotaging. Give yourself a serious talking to and let all your concerns float away, while you shift your energies and realign to your new focus. The tarot card that represents the Capricorn is the Devil. Now, the Devil shows us the darker side. He reminds us of our temptations and greed, and the darker side of life and all that it holds. At first glance on the Devil card, it appears that there are chains looking to restrict the male and the female. But when you look closer, you will see that the chains are not so tight, and in fact can be released if they so choose. This shows false imprisonment and the power of the darker side. When the Devil card appears in a reading, there would be a situation that is causing some form of control or entrapment. There could be temptation down the wrong path or offers that reflect in greed and obsessions. The Devil card looks at areas from our shadow self that we may have tried to battle, such as addictions, self-sabotage, lies, depression, or life patterns, and these that are doing no favours. Now, in this full moon, you are able to release such low energy, which will assist you in raising your vibration and raising your aims. So let's have a look at the little full moon in Capricorn tarot spread that I created. So one of the first things that we're going to look at is the full moon in Capricorn. What is the energy around us now? So let's have a look at that. The full moon in Capricorn, our energies. How is it affecting our energies? What is the energy? Fabulous! King of Pentacles, love it. Couldn't make it up. So the energy is very, very earthy, very Capricorn-y. He could be Capricorn or Taurus there, but very earthy, very grounded, very materialistic, not in a negative way, very business-like, very, very work-focused. So that is our energy around us at the moment. Focus, structure, security, homes, work, businesses. That's the energy that's focusing at the moment. Everything that's got a material aspect. And trying to get, the king. He's a king, he's got there. Trying to be the best at everything, or to get to the king of your castle. That's the energy there. Also, this card for me is about sorting your shit out, really. Looking around your house and thinking, have I got too much clutter? Is there too much stuff here that I don't use anymore? Is it just collecting dust, or is it really serving me? So you might be having a good old practical clear out as well. What is the full moon? How can I achieve a better balance between work and home? And that card is the Ace of Wands. How can I achieve a better balance between work and home? Well, you're going to have to think up some ideas there. Now, this is creative energy, so it's about fun, bringing a bit more fun into your life. If you're working from home, it's super important that you have a clock and you stop at your regular times, that you don't go carrying on working till silly o'clock just because, you're not working in a shop or in an office anywhere. So make sure you've got time restrictions and boundaries. Have a break, get walking around. But action, that is what is needed in order to get a balance there. And it may be that you take other people's offers of help in as well, but you'll be thinking up ways to get that balance between your home life and your working life. I don't like to work in my bedroom. I like to have my bedroom obviously to sleep and others, but I also like to be able to switch off. So it's not good to have your laptop and computer stuff in your bedroom anyway. So give yourself a switching off time. Give yourself, if you are working from home, perhaps have a room dedicated to just your work so that the other parts of the house can be your home. If you're working at work too much, if you're not at home enough, then you may have to look at that little clock again and think, do you know what? I'm not being paid for this, or I need to get the priority there. So think about new ways to make action happen, especially fun. What is blocking you from reaching full potential now? Ooh, this is interesting. This is what is blocking us at the moment. Competition. Worrying about other people's opinions, worrying about what other people think is blocking us at the moment. So this card says, there's a few things here. It says, don't get on with the battle. Don't join in the drama. Just step back from things. Let people crack on. Just step back, because it is not working for you. It is blocking you. Worrying what other people think, worrying what their opinions are, is blocking you. Also, it's indicating that you may not be listening to the whole picture. You may be so intent in just your way, which can be very Capricorny, that you're not actually listening to other people's points of view or listening to other people's ideas, which is causing some conflict. So ask yourself, are you worried about what other people think? Is that causing a concern? Are you jealous? Are you feeling that there's too much competition? Is that a concern? Or really be honest and think, am I actually listening to others' opinions, or am I just thinking I'm right all the time? Do I take a step back and think, hold on a minute, there's all these different options there, there's these different opinions, and where can I help myself best from it, you know? So have a look at what you're battling there. Sometimes you can battle yourself, you know, I'm not an excuse person, I can't bear excuses. And when you keep asking somebody, but what about this, what about that? And before you know it, they've talked themselves into the reason they're not doing something is because of them. You know, they can blame everyone else, but or everything, personal responsibility. I don't know why I've said that there, but anyway, that could be something that's blocking you. That might be why I've said it. So perhaps that blame game, or perhaps that not wanting to take personal responsibility, not listening to everybody else's point of view there is blocking as well. So ask yourself where that fits. What's the next one that I've got up there? I might have to just move that. How can you bring more, this is super important. How can you bring more fun into your life? Chariot. The Chariot. How can you bring more fun into your life? Well, you're going to have to be determined. You're going to have to be focused. Now, you may start off this week by thinking, yep, I can have a bit more fun. I'm going to go out with the boys, go out with the girls, going to have a bit of a giggle. And then you could find, before you know it, that the end of the week you're piled high with work again. So this is saying if you're determined to have fun, which is what you want to have at the moment, that's the question, how can you bring more fun in? You're going to have to put some things into place and stick to it. You could be easily distracted, easily sidewalk there, but if you stay determined, nope, I'm going to have a date night, nope, I'm going to have a bit more fun, you're going to be able to get that. You're definitely going to be able to get that, but it's your determination and willpower there. How can you shift your focus to achieve your goals? How can you shift your focus to achieve your goals? Ace of Cups coming in here. So ask for help from others. Accept offers of help from others. Be a bit more creative. How can you shift your focus to achieve your goals? Look at things differently. Look at things from the eyes of a child, from the eyes of love, from the eyes of creative energy there. Maybe you need to be doing something that's not so worky there. So shifting your focus to achieve your goals, it's going to need something new. Aces are always new, but something of a new creative venture. It may be that you're going to have love in the air and that it's a partner that helps you, or just feeling a bit more settled romantically, or perhaps it's children and baby news that are going to help you achieve your goals there. This is a yes card, it's a positive card, and it indicates that there is new creative ventures on hand with full potential for you. So shifting your focus to achieve your goals, take what is on offer. Open yourself up to love, open yourself up to balance. You've got all those, the 4 waterfalls coming in there to bring in the balance of everything. And open yourself up to more creative ventures. And then last but not least, full moon in Capricorn tarot message is... It is the 2 of Pentacles. This is all about juggling. So your tarot message for the Capricorn full moon is juggling. Try to look at what you are juggling in your life. Have a think about what is juggling. It might be 2 homes, 2 jobs, it might be your home, your work. There's something here that you're trying to juggle at the moment. Now what this is indicating is that you can do it. You've overcome a lot so far. So what your next objective is that you can do it. You've got a situation to weigh up there. There's something that needs some practical thought, practical decisions, and you've got to weigh things up. This may be materialistic, so it could be to do with homes, it could be to do with work, it could be to do with finances, anything that's got a material connection there. You need to really weigh things up. But you are in a good position that you can juggle things, that you can juggle things to the max and that you can cope with that. 2s are quite often choices in and decisions in the tarot here, and you can see the pentacles, so decisions based on material gain or material influence there. But he is able to juggle. He's not dropping them balls, is he? He can handle them. And that water behind him shows the emotions are behind him. So the message is that you can do it. It's taken an idea to the next stage where you want to grow it. that where you have to be practical and think about those practical, logical, sensible choices there. And there you go. That is your full moon in Capricorn tarot spread. If you would love your own one, then just message me and we can book that in for you on a Zoom or WhatsApp or whatever. If you want a regular reading with me, then you can just DM me. Have a fabulous full moon in Capricorn. Get your crystals out, get whatever it is out, get yourself out, have a nice full moon bath and cleansing. Let go of the shit, let go of anything that no longer serves you there. Refocus your goals, refocus your aim, and just know that the energy is shifting around once more to realign you and put you where you should be. But you have got to meet them halfway. You have got to work at it. There's no point sitting at home moaning. You've got to do something about it. Fabulous. Well, happy full moon, everybody. Take care.